Hell yeah.
I'm nervous.
I got the main power. There you go. I'm really happy we got out here.
It's gonna be such a good day.
Yes, it is. Okay. Let's not take this yet. Hey. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. That was close.
That was very close.
Should have gone a little bit further so we had time to make kind of a. There we go.
Come join me.
Hello, beautiful. How are we closer to our goal of living and cruising and crossing oceans on a sailboat?
Hi, Nana and Grandma and Bubba, friends, family.
Hello to my siblings and Nana and cousins.
We have another update for you guys for our sailing progress and things that have been going on. We went and spent some time at this lovely field talking about what we did the past month, working towards sailing goals, and it was so windy you couldn't hear us at all. It's pretty much unusable. Still getting the hang of making these updates, but we're making a goal to share a video update of some kind with you guys on the 6th of every month starting now.
We know we missed a month last month. Apologies.
So to recap, for the past 2 months, we went out sailing on our sailing dinghy. You worked a ton on 3 different boats. I started my first days working on one of those boats, out spearfishing. Mostly we did a lot of visualizing, getting clear on our goals and looking at our routines and our mindset and really trying to see what is aligning with our goals and what's not. Going out on our sailing dinghy was great. I was really nervous when we first went out. I'm nervous, but just in the past 2 months, I've gotten so much more confident on boats in general. And so I'm really excited for the next time that we go out. You can see in the footage how nervous I am. Okay, we're off. Oh, I don't know. We're already going so fast.
So we have a 15-foot albacore sailing dinghy, which basically just means a very lightweight trailerable sailboat that's 15 feet long, has a 24-foot rig, tiller steered, and has a centerboard, a retractable centerboard. It's a lot of fun. It's very sensitive to weather conditions, to wind conditions and swell, but it has a nice planing hull, which means it gets up out of the water when there's pretty much any sort of motion through the water. So it can really rip along, and I'm really excited to sail it often during this period of training, mostly because of how much feel is involved with the operation of it. It's so lightweight and has so much sail area, there's a lot that I feel I have to learn about weight dynamics, about the effect of the centerboard on different points of sail, about utilizing tillers in general, about depowering when feeling that I'm overpowered with the amount of sail area I have relative to the wind conditions. And all of these things are very doable on the dinghy. Also, it's very sensitive and capsizes quite easily. So it's I'm really excited to understand and feel all the forces at play, and it's quite exciting. So I'm looking forward to spending a lot more time on the dinghy. The first time we took it out with the guy who sold it to us, we saw the wind line of trades blowing through Ma'alaya Bay, just a couple hundred yards offshore, and we knew they were going to come, the wind line was going to come move in and sweep us out, but we had maybe 15 minutes of 5 knots of breeze, and then the wind line just came, and we had over 20 knots take us over, and it was just Rachel and I in the dinghy, and the gentleman who sold it to us in a support boat, and we just got totally swamped, capsized twice, and just couldn't handle it. So it was a cool starting point to know how much we have to learn up into that space. But yeah, we learned a lot, did a lot of maneuvers.
We did the most maneuvers that we've ever done. Yeah. So you've also been working a lot on catamaran. Not so much sailing, because the boat isn't as sailing adept, but twin screw experience, getting in and out of harbors.
That's a nice way to put it. One of the new boats that one of the companies I work for has acquired is a 55-foot Gold Coast sailing catamaran with twin 350 horsepower Cummins diesels, which basically makes it a glorified motorboat, and it has been really interesting and fun to learn the dynamics of a powerful twin screw in the second windiest harbor in the world, or so people say. It's been a trip, because the slip that the boat fits in, and the boat fits in it, there's about 1.5 feet of space between the boat and the very expensive other boat that is right next to us that has very little protection on it. And oftentimes the winds are blowing very strongly in the harbor, and to put the boat in without hitting the other boat is a challenge, and but a lot of fun, and it's been quite interesting.
You also started working on a monohull, and I had my first few days working on it as well, and we don't have any footage from it this month to share, but the days that I've spent on it have been some of the most hands-on sailing experience that I feel like I've gotten, and I was so nervous to go out. I knew that it was something that I really wanted to do and that it's been a goal, but my habit and familiarity loving brain just had me feeling really insecure and nervous to be doing something that I haven't done before. And I think you can be nervous when you're learning something new and being a beginner at something again, especially when it's a space that can have consequence. Yeah, my first day going out with you, I was so happy. Afterwards, we went to get dinner together, and I felt like it was a dream come true to get to practice tying off lines when we went to fuel. And yeah, it was so special, and I was so grateful. And my second day out, I was working with 2 women, and they're both captains, and it was amazing. And I learned so much from them, and I had such a fantastic time. So funny that I was so nervous the whole way going there. I'm really, really excited for that. And it's a super cool opportunity because Kevin and I get to work together too. I'm doing it very frequently. He's going to be doing that more frequently than I am. I would be operating in a crew position and he would be in a captain's position. You also been dinghy loading, which I hope he tells you about because it's so cool to see.
There is no dock or harbor where this boat is located. It's just moored off a beach. And to get passengers on and off, we take a little 10-foot, 12-foot inflatable dinghy, essentially, with a 40 horsepower outboard engine on it. Just rip it straight up onto the beach.
Right up onto the beach.
Load passengers up, and then this particular beach is exposed to a lot of swell. Typically has a pretty heavy shore break.
I'll try to get a video of it.
Yeah, we don't have any footage of it right now. And one thing in particular I've been having a lot of fun with is what the guys that are good at it call backing it in, where if this is the beach, you take the dinghy up to the beach and then turn around and then back it up to the beach and ride a swell in, and essentially put up the outboard and turn it off while you're surfing this wave in, and just float up, and you jump out and grab the dinghy as the water drains and leaves you dry on the beach. It's just a lot of fun operating the dinghy, really, which is very, very relevant also for us cruising in the future, being able to access beaches anywhere in the world, and with shore break can be a very powerful skill to have. So been doing a lot of maintenance projects as well, getting into the bones and the systems of the boat, which is quite complex systems, definitely not ones that we would want to take offshore for a variety of reasons, and we can chat about that probably moving forward. But it's been really cool to learn about the ins and outs of different electrical systems and rigging systems that I have not seen before. Grateful for the opportunity to dive into that more and kind of map out a different system of a boat in my mind.
You went out spearfishing with a friend last month, and I personally think that freediving and spearfishing are skills that would be really beneficial to living aboard a sailboat and cruising. And I love freediving. And
you dove at Molokini
I
this month as well.
I did. And the crew, a friend of ours, who's just an octopus whisperer. He's so good at finding these octopus. He went out and found one for me. Every time I go out freediving or snorkeling, I'm always just looking for octopus because I love them so much. And I'll just watch them. He brought one up and handed it to me and just swam over and latched itself onto my chest and wrapped all its tentacles around me. Okay. In a hug, and I was holding its head, and I was looking down at it as all its tentacles were wrapped around me, and I stayed like that for as long as I could until Kevin said that the boat was leaving. It was amazing. It was so special and amazing. I love that you went out spearfishing. We ate the fish that he caught that night. It was lovely, and having fish that you catch here, and I want to learn to spearfish too. The really big focuses of the past 2 months for us has been visualizing, both separately and together. We have been spending a lot of time thinking about our values and our goals, and looking at our habits and our mindset and routines, and seeing like what aligns with our goals and what doesn't. That's a lot of the behind the scenes work. There's no footage of that. It's powerful and collaborative and transformative. And we've really been working on our communication, our discipline, our integrity, and yeah, it's just the journey of life. And I think that will be a great aid to us moving forward.
No doubt.
There are a lot of upcoming things we're looking forward to also. So my little brother, Jordan, who many of you know, is actually visiting us right now. And we took him on his first camping and backpacking trip in Haleakala.
It was pretty epic.
We spent New Year's waking up
in the
to
wilderness,
the sunrise in the crater of the volcano, and it was just such a beautiful way to usher in the new year. And it's going to be such an amazing year ahead, and we have so many big life updates and things that we're going to be so excited to share in the coming months.
Crazy stuff happening in 2025.
Yeah, so we're really excited to be sharing a little bit with you guys about our life and this journey, learning to sail and learning about ourselves and learning about life.
Thanks for following along. Sorry for the lapse of a month, but we'll be back February 6th
Yes, we
with
will.
a new cinematic experience for you. And
we love you all so much.
yeah, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
And Merry Christmas.
And Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays and all the things.
Love you guys.
Is that a thing?
Bye.
Bye.